big, on by 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 big.
Young country boy, straight from the fucking hood. See on me, be my hood. All been to be my city. GA, be my state. Dirty South in your face. Dirty South underway. Dirty South country patient fucking with a real nigga. Eyes me before the face. And I got skill. Did you make a whole face? I just trying to make a living, kicking sensei. Face card good in the hood, yeah. Some say the same. Then feel here, ready loud, weapon clip. Modern day Shakespeare, speed and literature. On the grind, faithful, way past RSC. Little past our leg, gotta get that off of me. Jostle society, soldier, high BBL, and four corners, light and dark green. UNIT, soldier, vice G, soldier society, knowledge so deep.
On by big, 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 on by big.
On my business, he about business, she about business, on the grind getting it. We about business, we about business, we about business. They be on that bullshit, straight out that snake pit. Venom inside of me, hell inside of me, all a part of BNG. Gotta keep it real with my soul, don't fallacy. Gotta keep it still, I told like majesty, bright, fluorescent colors, feeling royalty. I at night rejoice, brethren, loyalty. Honestly, rider, we gonna be robbery, utterly, wisely, pray to Almighty. Scope it out, repeat, OMSB, live on a line at the end, G-O-D to the light, I see. Homie, gotta have faith. Franklin, Ben J, what it do, I say.
On by big, 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 on by big.
So chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while self was hollering at God. And God will let self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like, everybody come to God with their problems, for help or blessings or what have you. But who God go to when God need the vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord's consiglia. Yeah, peace and love. Got Lord Infinite, aka Test Fossilacid, BK, Mr. Gigante, SKA, a player named Handon, checking in live with y'all. I'm feeling good in this bit purple, y'all. I mean, visionary drip, all of that good stuff. Wanna definitely plug the merchandise and all of that stuff. Like, y'all can see the link at the bottom. Y'all can go to the website. We can fulfill your, you know what I'm saying, apparel needs, like whether it be custom shirts, you got a design you working on, you trying to get that, bringing it to fruition or whatnot. We can help you get from point A to point B. You can tell Ben, follow the page Visionary on Facebook, like, subscribe that page. You can also follow the link on YouTube. That being said, like I said, man, we still got more. We got a few more pending left. They've been going crazy, but today is special Gift Friday. What have you? You know what I'm saying? We had we did talk to a few people, everything. You know what I'm saying? Life do happen and all of that, but this song that we gonna do, like the Lord Consigliere, they podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Like those are the different days. If you wanna come in and, you know what I'm saying, be interviewed, tap in, like hit that on, you know what I'm saying, hit that page inbox, like facebook.com/visionary leader. So you can tap in, you know what I'm saying, on the YouTube. You can tap in on the YouTube or on Instagram, like we on Instagram too, Visionary Leaders OS. Pretty much you want to promote your product, service, or business or what have you. We, you know what I'm saying, we got you on all of that right there that we deal with it. Pretty much the whole platform, like the Consigliere Show, is sponsored, you know what I'm saying, powered by the program of Visionary Leader. Mission of Visionary Leaders is eliminate economic and financial illiteracy within our community. That we get into like dialogues and conversation, like how you can get, you know what I'm saying, get to the money, get to the bad. We want to get to the bad ethically, morally, and legitimately. And we go about that by doing, you know what I'm saying, like you got to do your research, like whatever it is, whatever it is you got going on, whatever it is you passionate about, we can help bring that out in you. Like as far as like even, you know what I'm saying, from my background to yours, like one that don't know, I'm a web and graphic designer. I do website, I do logos, I mining and marketing and advertising. Like I'm cold when it comes to the business. But that's the plug on that business, you know what I'm saying? But it's still Holy Divine Day, happy Holy Divine Day to the body. We definitely want to give thanks to those for bringing it from the east to the west. Like we definitely want to continue to live in that truth that we carried on, you know what I'm saying, carry out that path on along the golden car, along the golden path. But we definitely want to stay striving for greatness, man. Like we living in a world right now where it's like I see that they say, woe to those who call evil good and good evil. That's the time we living in right now. Like for real though, like how can you call yourself vice general, come in saying that you stand in second to Allah when you ain't a reflection of God, when you ain't a reflection of Allah? I mean, yeah, we you know what I'm saying, we can go down in the sense as a man, we know you soft or whatnot, but when we're not lining ourselves with, I done said this a couple of times on a different platform, like that devil, that Lord saw, you know what I'm saying, got kicked out of the promised land. Like and when like a lot of times in our path we try to unite and build with devils or demons, like hoping maybe this leopard gonna change his spots or this cheetah gonna get into a different form. So it's like we, you know what I'm saying, you righteous family, you know what I'm saying, you are God, you a person of the sun, like you, the reality of this, I had to come into that same reality. You can't build with that devil, you can't build with that dark energy, you know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, you can't serve two masters. Either you gonna hate one, you know what I'm saying, and love the other one. Turn on the other one. You can't serve two masters, you know. Cause they say you are who you hang with, you know what I'm saying, in your circle. So you gotta be conscious of that. Gotta be conscious of that. But that what like this is a special guest, so I give family to the one chiming in to you, you know what I'm saying? This is, you are a special guest, you know what I'm saying? That's how the world don't evolve around you, you know what I'm saying? But your world does. Like the universe don't evolve around no one particular person, but in your world it do. So you know what I'm saying, we gotta always be able to soak our jewels into, like sometimes learning from these podcasts, learning from different brothers and sisters. Like a lot of time, I ain't gonna say a lot of time, but it is like you learn more from experience. Like experience is the best teacher, but it don't really always say that the experience have to be your experience. Sometimes you can learn just by getting the knowledge and information from somebody that went through it. Like damn, know what I'm saying? Infinite went through it, so I ain't got to go through it. He gave me on game on from what he went through. Like bro, shit, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I know to get to where I'm going, I can't do that behind bar. I can't do that when I can't look over my shoulder. I can't be in the community when I'm at war. You know what I'm saying? I'm beefing, but I gotta be conscious of the fact that there's people that at war with you and you don't even know it. Going back to that evil energy, like that negative shelter, like that. It really that for real. Before we wrestle not against before we recognize wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, evil deeds of people in high places, principalities and stuff in high places, that wickedness in high places. So it's like you gotta be mindful of that, like along your path, family, and that what I strive to do. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I can catch your ear, catch your sight or what have me, I'm gonna give you some game, good order. I'm gonna give you that God given game, good order direction. Kind of, it's a lot of time like when we doing what we doing, we the first in our vicinity doing it. Like when I went and took on web design doing that, I didn't have no example to follow to do that, except for the people that I met in my program in school and stuff like that. But for the most, I was doing that like traveling over charter water by myself. But that's on that note. Again, you know what I'm saying? But at the moment, you know what I'm saying, like to the audience too, like y'all don't feel strange, like we all family here. If y'all wanted to chime in, or if y'all had any question, or if y'all had any thoughts on the bill on the topic card, end of the day, y'all live, you know what I'm saying, y'all the special guest for the Friday. Like I said, we had a few situations lined up, but it didn't pan out like that. But we definitely want to keep everybody in our prayer. Definitely continue to live one. But the show, you know what I'm saying, the show still gotta go on. We still gotta give y'all that game. Still gotta give y'all that information. Let me check this real quick. Uh, But yeah, also the recap, like from man last Tuesday show, whatever Monday show, like just to recap some of these shows, man. And it been a lot of information. Definitely want to salute to that brother Logos chiming in. Like that was y'all go check that interview out on YouTube, Facebook. Like that brother dropped a whole lot of knowledge from history to what's, you know what I'm saying, the Nine brothers, the grand sheet where the successor to the throne off of the new Wabian. Definitely salute that brother. I forget I can't skip though the fact. Definitely want to shout out Mama Burnett, you know what I'm saying? Adrian Burnett, like sister in the nursing home. Definitely keep her in our prayer. Like she blessed her with the first episode on the Consigliere. And definitely shout out bro Mike Ola. You know what I'm saying? We had him on early couple of the week. We got some of that game from brother. For like salute. And definitely want to keep, you know what I'm saying, that business growing for with what they got going on in this Chi-Town vibe out there in Florida. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, just Monday, definitely want to salute and thank our, you know what I'm saying, beloved brother RJ Miller coming on, dropping the game on the politics. Again, y'all can go check out all the interviews on Facebook, YouTube, all of those platforms. You can get a recap, get some of that game, get some of that knowledge. But it is, you know what I'm saying, happy holy divine day to the body. Hopefully y'all having blessed and beautiful Friday out here, man. Getting to the money, staying safe, staying dangerous, all of that good stuff, man. Like I said, y'all the special gift for Friday, man. And whatever God doing in y'all life, man, know what I'm saying? Just sometimes that testimony can help somebody else get through. Like I said a few moments ago, like a lot of times experience is the best teacher, but it don't always necessarily say that it gotta be your experience. Just off of hearing somebody else peeping the vibe from somebody else, like somebody went through that, like to give you the game on that. You can see that information. And that's just dope, man. That dope. Let me see what we do. Like I can it's so much information for a Friday, but like I'm big on business myself. But I know a lot of time everybody don't really want to hear that. So sometimes it be good to get other people on side and perspective. Like we want to always be able to add on to the body, add on to our neighbor, add on to our people. We don't want to be able to. Sometimes, like a leader is necessary when it's no direction. Like I said again, a leader is necessary when there's no direction. Like that we in the identity or the coach or visionary leader, we striving to promote and get everybody to see themselves as their own leader, be able to see themselves as their own visionary. I ain't saying put your ego on 100, like where you ain't listening to nobody, but sometimes you gotta be able. Cause right now, I say this a lot to people I deal with. Businesses and today they're not growing up no more. Like meaning you start entry level and you go into CEO or what have you. Business are growing out where it's creating the narrative or the identity to force individuals to become more CEO minded, where each individual in a particular entity is wearing multiple hats. So you got to know how to be the slave sergeant. You got to know how to be the commander in chief. You got to know how to be the secretary. You got to know how to be the lawyer. You got to know how to be the worker. You got to know how to be the marketer. Got to know how to be the public relation. Like that's how you get ahead in business. Like you got to be able to wear multiple hats. You got to be able to see in multiple different directions. Like this book right here. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the book, you know what I'm saying, Pimp. I broke, see if I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I broke Pimp down to perception. I broke Pimp down to perception, influence, marketing, and presentation. I ain't like when I was writing that book, you know what I'm saying? I kind of broke it down like some insights to my life and stuff like that. But I went in writing it with the initiative like this. A lot of time when we get into business or talking to knowledge like that, they say read books like Think and Grow Rich, Richard Man and Babylon. It's a lot of books that they recommend and prescribe to you. But a lot of times us and our community, we don't have access to capital like, you know what I'm saying, other culture do. Like even if we look at like sometimes even just being in the country, like I find it crazy. Like if China person of Chinese family move here, like the Chinese community, they might pitch in and raise fund. They might have a buyout type of investment deal for the family that moving here. Like that's how that capital thing working with different culture. So again, we coming from a situation well, we ain't got capital like that. So it's like perception. Perception, you kind of gotta create the reality. You we kind of gotta create money from things that coming from where we coming from. Like we gotta fake it to like that whole concept of faking it till you making it. Like we gotta build on that narrative. I mean, I'm real. I'm 100% thorough. I don't subscribe to that culture of faking it to make it, to each their own. But again, with that faking till you make it, like I wouldn't recommend that if you don't got the security to pay for that. Cause if you faking it till you making it, you're gonna have wolves that think you got it. And them wolves gonna come out there and take it. That's you gotta have that security, like on that fake it till you make it mindset. That been but getting back into the business of that though. My bad part, man. I had a little brain for it, like a lot of stuff. Man, my name Infinite. A lot of stuff be roaming around in here. I was trying to see where I was going with that. Okay, yeah. Okay, business, you know what I'm saying? But in a nutshell, what I was saying in totality was like this. Business said don't grow up no more. Now I start like what I was saying, that business, like you start entry level, then you work your way up to become CEO, higher position, business, you know what I'm saying? Business grow out. Like they start like with a blueprint, a structure, and expect employees down to be CEOs within themselves. So it's like you gotta understand, hey, if you're gonna be an entrepreneur or whatever it is, like you gotta understand how business work. A lot of don't understand how their money is made. That what me, you know what I'm saying? That's what I went to. Like, even if we get into our culture, you know what I'm saying, on that loyalism, for me, and I ain't gonna say share this story, but I share their mindset. Like a couple of while, like we had like far as with Vice Lord, we had Tasty Free, Teen Talk, African Lion clothing store, a few after school programs, what have you. I mean, pardon my body if I'm leaving some out. But the thing was, when the mayor and that powers that be, after they, along with the disciples, the Stone, when they created LSD, they was shutting down construction sites and stuff like that. Y'all can do y'all research on that. Like, I ain't gonna speak somewhere. I mean, it's a whole lot of information when you can just use your smartphone or iPhone or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? 10 Android, but but you can use but anyway, that LED, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, what I took out of that story, like when the war was declared on games and stuff, when war was declared on game, because of the fact that ones were shutting down construction site and basically more militant crime had went down and stuff like that. But because that was happening, like positive thing was happening, it was a war declared on game. And this war that was declared on games, it kind of drizzled up the funding. So no longer did the brothers had the funding to sustain these different businesses that were created. So me looking at that history, like looking at that experience from our beloved elders and what they went through, I looked at it like 5 or 6 years ago in the what you call that, in the birth of Visionary Leaders as a program. It was like, if we control the money, if we had our own money, we ain't have to worry about their money, we ain't have to worry about funding, then that wouldn't happen again. Like, we'll be able to sustain our program. Like, it take finance to run a nation. A lot of time, me personally, like I always been a hustler in my spirit. I can never be like politician, like getting out here asking people for donation, asking people for money. That was never in my wheelhouse. I don't know how to. Maybe I'm powerful, maybe just a hustler in me. I don't know how to beg for money, but I do know how to create a product and sell a product. I do know how to get out here and work, get my hand dirty. I do know how to create opportunities and avenues to make make something happen. I know how to make money. 'Cause I mean, learning from like dealing with economics, it's like the game is supply and demand. You got to create a demand. Then you focus on supplying that demand. A lot of times in our community, we focus on the supply and ain't even no demand that's there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. It's like putting the cart before the horse. If it ain't nobody to buy what you selling, or if you ain't got no buyers to buy what you selling, man, maybe you need to change your product or elevate your product or elevate the way you thinking, or how can you create a better product. Kind of what I learned in that game, it kind of ties in on the spiritual level. Like you become I just started over that word. Whoa. You become successful when you learn how to serve a lot of people. Let me say that again. You become successful when you learn how to serve a lot of people. Like the more people that your product or your service or your vision serves, that when you know you got something. When you can create a situation where you can serve a lot of people. It kind of like creating a church. I ain't gonna say it is like creating a church. So you gotta be like, you really gotta be in business, the business of today. Now you really gotta know how to be a pastor. You know, you gotta know how to be a minister. You gotta know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know about your convictions, you gotta know how to be disciplined. But yeah, that pretty much that on the business tip, man. Like I said, I love like I can get to talking day about the business and stuff like that. That was my mind be it 24/7. Have a holy divine day to the body. But yeah, definitely wanna y'all stay focused, stay safe, stay dangerous. You gotta take care of yourself, man. Sometimes that God, like you gotta find, like really, you gotta find God within you. Like God, like when you looking, you find that passion, like you find God when you find your passion. What it is that you love, like what it is that you care about, like what it is something that you can't live without, you can't live without doing. So you gotta find that. Like once you find that, like find what it is you passionate about, then you build your you know what I'm saying, ship around that. Like for me, like going back to what I was saying, I was passionate about economics. Cause when I was doing a lot of these rallies and marches and stuff like that, when we talking to people in the community, or we talking to the youth, or we talking to anybody, I don't care anywhere you having a conversation with. Like I'm in Georgia, wherever you at. I'm pretty sure, like in the next, y'all can be talking about birds, cats, or whatnot. But in the next 5 or 10 minutes, somehow money gonna come into that conversation. Man, I gotta get some money. Man, I'm short on something. Man, well, I'm waiting on my check. Like money gonna come into that conversation. You can't avoid that. Like everybody talking about the almighty dollar. Everybody on bidding, like everybody trying to better their situation. That's what I realized. Like, so like in me knowing my passion and knowing what my own focus on, I built my platform, built everything I do around educating people on money, around like really legitimizing, maximizing my portfolio. So we kind of gotta do our own research. Like nothing happened overnight. A lot of time we just see the success story. We see the success story, like we see the aftermath. Like you don't know what people went through to get to where they at. And ain't nothing wrong with being a professional. A lot of talks when I be hearing just in different cycles, I hear that conversation like, why, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you got the knowledge, yeah, you're a professional. Why, like it don't take you that long to do what you can do. Why should you get that paid that much? Cause it don't take you that long to get what you can. It don't take you that long to do what you do. But long story short, the example came out. It was like it was the well, I ain't gonna say the example, but it kind of that's the gist of this story. What I'm saying, but it was this story about these people in this ship. They was on a boat. The boat kind of they were docked where cause they had to dock the boat type. But it was a big vessel where it wouldn't move. Like they had a mechanical problem. They had to fix the engine on their boat. So all the engineers on all the people that were working the boat, they tried to fix it. They done went out down the boat trying to get everything together, but they still can get the boat fit. So they call this professional guy to come check the boat out. the dude he studied, he gave him a price. I think he said like a couple of $100,000 or something like that. After he did his survey on what the problem was, and he waited till they paid the money. Then he went and walked to a few spots, hit with a big hammer and hit one spot, and the boat crunked right up. But they were like they felt cheated. It was like, man, I got the information. Like sometimes, like when you going to school, sometimes when you done went to these trade schools or somebody that gave you the game, man, don't feel bad to charge more for your education, charge more for your background. Like when you're a professional, like we gotta invest in ourselves. We gotta invest in ourselves. Like we gotta invest in our mind, our health, and our wealth. Like that's how we gotta get wealthy. So it's like you can't cheat your education. A lot of times we just want to learn on YouTube and video, think we experts and stuff like that. Now sometimes you gotta sit down and take your ass to school. You gotta get into that course or whatnot. Sometimes you gotta do that. But man, I get in and keep on preaching, man. But like that's how life feel, man. But if I ain't gonna check the comment section, I don't think we got any comments on that like that. But yeah, I say it again. Happy Holy Divine Day to the family and stuff like that. Hopefully y'all having a blessed Friday. We'll chime in Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be back at it again. But it's all love. It's all. I don't see no questions or nothing like that in the audience, and pretty much I feel like we done got a few little game out today. Definitely on the business, y'all definitely gotta stay safe, stay dangerous, and whatever it is you are passionate about, man, you gotta find your passion. You gotta find that ASAP. Like for me, I lead with this phrase. You find your passion, you know what I'm saying? That when you find God. Cause you're gonna find God in what you do. You're gonna really tap into that law. But like I do with all my guests and everything like that, man, you know what I'm saying? We close out for the prayer. But instead of just a regular prayer, I just do the Lord prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. That is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay dangerous, and stay in faith out here, man. That love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Almighty. So chill, right? I'm sitting out here talking to self while hollering at God. And God will let self know, like, yeah, it is a crazy coincidence. Like everybody come to God with their problems, for help, blessings, or what have you. But who God go to when God need the vent? When God need to let some off his shoulders or get some off his chest. The Lord's consiglia.